Team of the Year cards are down for being 1 week out of packs. Investment guide in Future Stars and Future Stars icon, team number 1. We have some leaks about team number 2 already, and it also can cause us some investment opportunities. And team of the week trading with cheap ones and with expensive ones, and another insights that you might find useful for yourself. Do not forget to follow the channel, put a thumbs up, comment the video, and let's begin. First thing, every single team of the year card from man team is down beside Martinez. Martinez, he was the cheapest, I think, at 235, 230. That's the price I paid for him on Thursday. He's up, but other dudes, you know, some of them, they are like at the cheapest price they've ever been, and some of them, you know, they just almost at the cheapest price. But the expectation was different, because when I spoke to you guys on Friday or Saturday on my stream, I said I don't like the trend, because those cards were heavily panic bought on Friday, and I sold all of my investments because I saw the buying power, the panic is so big, so huge. So I took advantage on it and I just sold. And since then they are just falling down, they're falling down crazy. Same thing for women team. The only card who is up a lot is Berger. She's up like 90,000 coins, 80,000 coins. But besides that, you know, maybe Paredes, she was like 500 and below. And Bronze, she was also like 700 in the lowest. But besides that, every other card is heavily down. Do I see them going up in the near future? I don't think so. Looking like they corrected themselves because of the panic buy. Those prices were too inflated, and right now they're coming down because of the supply. I think they have too much supply in the market and too many people bought them. Maybe at some point they're gonna get rare, but at the right moment they just keep going down. Icons did well, like Miyama, she's up 160,000 coins. Cannavaro is up 200,000 coins. Even Kuman is up 100k. So the cheapest card, the cheaper card is the best. Even Cafu is up like 200k. But besides that, maybe Henry, you know, looks good as well. But other guys like Pelé, Eusebio, Roberto Carlos, Puskas, they didn't do much. Cantona, if you bought them at the lowest, you're breaking even or you're just losing coins. It's just very hard with them. But like I said, the cheapest cards, they always do the best because they're more affordable and maybe underlooked or so. The same thing happened with nominees. Team of the year nominees, those guys, they just flew in price, just insane profits, whoever bought them. I bought many of them, but I was stupid, you know. Whenever I sold my team of the years, I sold a nominees at the same time, but it was not the sell time, it was buy time. So I made a huge mistake. I had many viewers at 300, he's 430 right now. I had so many free points, like 30 of him at 190. He's 305. I sold majority of my cards for 320 to from 220 to 230, which is almost 100k lower than he is right now. Horan, I bought many at 80, sold at 110. She's 150. So Rudiger is up to 100k. Valverde is up to 100k. Nico Williams, man, he was 120. I sold 135 to 140 and now he's 200. Same thing for Messi, he's up 500 coins. Even my gun, he's up 10k, even more than 10k. Same thing for Musiala, he's up more than 20k. In terms of return of investments, those guys did the best. You know, I think it's probably time to cash out, gonna be soon, because the profit's just insanely high. So speaking about them, like I said, they were underlooked, they're cheaper, affordable, and very meta on their positions, still meta. So that's the story about them. Next thing that I want to discuss is leaks, because those leaks usually gives us some hints what to buy. So in my opinion, this second team usually helps the first team to rise, because second team has some evolution happening, and as you guys know, first team, like, they still features cards, so they including in those evolutions. So for being out of packs, they still have a demand for evolutions, like I'm speaking about first team. And also second team, it gives people some safety, because people know what to expect. They knew, okay, there is nothing crazy coming, there is no food birthday coming, there is no new promo coming. So they pretty, you know, already custom and useful, like they used to see those future stars, and they may even link the first team with second team to have a like nice combination. Let's say we have Figo, leaked. The example, like João Neves and Barcola, they both from Paris Saint-Germain, and if we check like our first team, in this team we have Lucas Beraldo, which is like also from Paris Saint-Germain. So you know, whoever if is fan for Paris Saint-Germain, or you know, whoever just wanna link them or wanna have a nice links, or whoever packed like Barcola, whoever packed João Neves, they might say to themselves like, listen, let me link those guys somehow, and you know, this is Beraldo, he is very useful for that. And we have Kubrasi, we have Kubrasi for Barcelona, Diallo from Manchester United, Pavlovic from Bayern Munich, Tel from Bayern. So we have some nice, you know, nice cards coming to the game, and like I said, I'm pretty confident to buy team number 1 future stars because of a lack of panic. People not going to panic much, you know, especially those cards like future stars, for me they settle, so they kind of, you know, they already passed the low point. And another good thing for them that I really like myself, I used to trade for them, I trade many of them, and like for me Beraldo, you know, he's very often going to 210, like even 205, and now he is 190. Like with those links coming with Barcola, with João Neves, I think he might be a good one at 190. I bought some of them. I had like maybe 10 cards, maybe even more. So I really like the price. I saw Sesko, he's flying. Like usually I just orientate on my cards. I was flipping them all week long. Like this guy Sesko, right? I bought like I think on my stream at 360, I sold him at 415. Also, I flipped him during the weeks. I bought him like at 330, sold him 370. So he's the one who shows the strong fluctuation. Another guy that I really like from this team is Lavia. I also purchased many of him like for 360 and below, because I was trading him like all week, bought 400, sold for 40. It was like 3 days in the row that I did the same kind of trade, and right now he is down to 380. He's kind of up comparing to what I purchased, but I think during market matchups, SBCs, maybe you're going to be able to pick him up like around 365. I think this is the buy price. Like 330 for Sesko, like I said, this guy Sesko, for me, he's 350. Wow, he's rising actually. But for me, you know, he has this like very high price tag, like 375. It's very hard to sell him. He doesn't sell like instantly. Lavia, he sells more often, in my opinion. But this guy, you know, he just like up and down, up and down. So I'm happy I like have a 4 or 5 of him, like 330 and below, which is good for me. I like the price. Euro, he's the one that I lost coins. Few times I purchased him, I lost coins on him, so I'm not buying him no more. Maybe on rebound. Taylor, guys, this one like 55, 56, you cannot go wrong in my opinion. Gutierrez, 70k, 71k. In my opinion, he's also the great card to trade. I bought many times him. I never lost the coins on him. Another dude, Taylor, right? So Taylor. This is like one of my favorite ones. I don't know, for some reason this guy always goes to 70, 80k. I don't know how is it possible. He has those like rarity spikes. Let me show you his graph. I think he's 57. If he's 57, like I might buy even more, because I'm really a big fan of this card. He is really 57, and he is down so much on PC. Mamma mia, he's down a lot. But speaking about his price, like he was 66k yesterday. He had some rare random spikes to 80k, from 64 to 80k, but you know, majority of time he always rebounded from 55 to 70 to 65. Always, like every time he has those like rarity spikes to 80k. So I think he's very rare, and I think 55k, you cannot go wrong with this guy. Speaking about other dudes, like expensive guys, I think they also can do well, but expensive guys like Yamal, maybe Endrick, maybe Bunagitten, I think you buy after content tomorrow on Friday. If you see them start rising, you can pick up few. Also cheap guys, you know, stack your club with cheap guys. I really like them, especially especially this dude, Barwell. I think he's kind of maybe overinvested. Like Gomez tried to get him for 28, 29, and this Bergwell, if you can get him at 30, I bought many at 30, even 28 before the content. The reason I like this guy, I was trading him like a lot. So yeah, like 2 days ago I bought him at 34, sold at 44, so he showed some spikes, and then I bought many at 37, sold at 43. It was yesterday. Why? This guy, he is good for SBCs, and not SBCs, evolutions. And speaking about evolution, there is 2 evolutions that are gonna expire soon. First one is TOTY 11. It actually expires today, and he is the one, Bergwell, he is the one who fits this Evo very well, right? So if you say the popular players for this Evo, he is one of the most popular players. He is like top 6 popular players for this evolution. And if you check other evolution, it's calling Rapid Backbone. This one expires in 2 days, and the most popular player for this Evo actually Bergwell. He's by far most popular one. And listen, this card gonna be in packs for one more day, and evolution is available for 2 more days. So after he goes out of packs, evolution is still gonna be there, you know, and demand still gonna be there, and looking like people doing some crazy investment, crazy buying, last second buys, you know, to make sure they can use the guy for evolution, you know, and they might go over and go crazy to buy him. Because I also made a post yesterday that we had a similar trend. For me, I remember I bought Doku at 130, and then the next day I sold him at 150, and I was happy, you know, like crazy profit. And then he went up to almost 300,000 coins. Why? Because his evolution was expired the same day, and I said like, wow, listen, this is the opportunity. So I went and bought it. Actually, I went and sold it for 160, and then I saw him like to 280, 290, and it was too much stress for me, because card just like tripled in price, almost tripled in price. The profit would be crazy. And the same thing happened yesterday when Theo, like 2 days ago, Theo, his evolution was expiring, so he also spiked from 400, I think, to 600, almost 600 before the content, because people were buying him on the last second to put him into Evo, because Evo was expiring, you know. So that's the story with him, is this Bergwell. I think, I'm not saying he's gonna fly that high, but you know, he still can do well. Speaking about icons, I like this Larson at 50, you cannot go wrong. Like Bobby Moore, he's 165. I think 165 looks good. Alonso, 280. For me, Alonso, I bought many at 275. He is the one who also good to trade with. Every day I was buying him like about 150, 160 and selling him for 290. One day I bought him at 260, I sold at 290. Second day I bought him at 260 and sold him at 285 or something. And you know, he had a spikes to 305, 310. So I think Alonso, he's one of the safest icons, and one of the best for me in terms of demand, people's demand. Yashin, I think 530. Shalin, she was 690, so 690 looking like a buy, maybe 700 if you need it for your squad. And more expensive guys, I would check on Friday during the content, because it's kind of risky. Speaking about this team, team of the weeks, they actually 21k. They were 20,000 coins during reward at lowest. Yeah, they were 20k, but they dropped from 23, 24, and we still have those SBCs. We still have upgrade packs, and like 83 times 14, I think. Yeah, that's the one. So I think 20k, maybe you can buy them now and maybe try to sell them at 23 during the content. I think it's possible to make some coins if you can snipe them at 20, maybe 20 and a half, and make sure you list for lazies whenever the content drop is. Maybe at 22, 23, so that way you can make like 2k per card maybe. So that's the interesting way to go. Another one, the guy, because speaking about evolution, we have evolution that expires today, and this evolution is TOTY 11, right? And this guy, Lewis Kelly, I'm just looking at him like right now. I bought some of him at 130 to 140. I thought this is the good price, but looking like he's gonna go like maybe 120. because he's dying right now. He's just like falling down, and there is too many investors going on, too many investments. For me, like the understanding for this card, like look, he's so much down on PC, like crazy down. So for me, this guy, whenever his supply gonna dry out, whenever people going to stop panic selling this guy, and people going to realize that his evolution is about to expire it in few hours. And yesterday, you know, he had those insane spikes. He was like going back up and down, like 210, then 240, then 210, then 240, and now he's just falling. He was the cheapest at like 125, I think. Then he bounced back to 150, and now he's back to 130. So I think a lot of people looking at this guy, but for me, if you can check and catch the low point today, I think before the content, he might spike. Because like I said, same thing for Tao, same thing for Doku. It's very possible. Is it guaranteed? Not really, but it's very, very possible. So yeah, stay sharp, be aware. There is many opportunities. I named so many cards. I named the prices that I really like to buy for future stars, and maybe look at informs. As well for Cristiano, Mr. C, right? He's 133. He's very rare. He's very rare, and his second infant is 240. This one is 240, and this one is 130. At some point, he's going to be great investment, especially speaking for future evolutions. Whenever esports going to require 88 rated in evolutions, if Ronaldo fits, this guy gonna double, triple, and yeah. But you know, we never know where's the lowest for him. I don't know, but yeah, pay attention. He might also spike today. He might go like maybe 130 to 160, 170. You never know. Just be patient. Okay, guys? Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think about your investments, who you like the most, and see you in the next one.